It's almost midnight and we just arrived here in Lisbon. This is my first time in Portugal and we'll be staying here for 15 days. I'm gonna show you our room. Starting with this one. The toilet. The bath, salle de bain, oh shit. You're staying. Oh, there's a the name of the hotel. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Ça va?
Ça va, ça va. And
We're
we
hungry.
have a compliment from manager.
You're staying on the 18th floor and we have a special access to the VIP room. The receptionist said that it's unlimited coffee, drinks, and everything there.
Coffee. We have Sprite. We have Coke.
So there's The Aguas Libres aqueduct was built in 1700s, providing clean drinking water to Lisbon. When it was constructed, it had the tallest stone arches in the world. They say that if you visit Lisbon, you're technically walking on a bed of cobblestones. I'll show you why, guys. There. Puro cobblestones. Even the stairs. It's Monday today, guys. The Pantheon and the San Vicente de Ferro church are both closed. So I just went around and found this wall. I think it's also, yeah, it's coated tiles. Very beautiful. I'll take a shot from a bit far so that we have the impression how grand this wall is. Of course, first there. Nice wall. The Pink Street was for a time a red light district frequented by sailors and some locals. To transform and improve the neighborhood, this project was thought of by painting the street pink. Finished in 2013, this street now boasts some of the best bars in the city. It's raining, guys. Friday. Vlogging aborted. Going home. It's hard to find the tram station here in Lisbon, even Google Maps. Couldn't find it. The original recipe of pastéis de Belém started in 1837 following an old recipe from the Hieronymus Monastery. Now, flocked by tourists and locals, this handmade recipe offers their unique flavor tested through time. What do you do on a rainy day?
You just soak in the rain. Or jacuzzi is option. Or pool. Or hammam. Or sauna. This is everything that you can have if you have holidays in Lisbon.
We have free access to all of them. Relaxation.
Relax and slow night at home with Fado.
So tonight is Fado night, guys.
Yes, tonight I will sing Fado.
So if you come to Lisbon, you have to book the restaurant with Fado a couple of days before.
Deus fez, os teus não fez mais, por ver o perigo que fez.
Quero soltar a garganta e prender a uma guitarra, andar a saudade embora, que há tanto tempo me agarra.
Havia fado, na infamistas coração.
Fado in general is a form of music characterized by mournful tunes and lyrics, often about the sea or the life of the poor, and infused with a sentiment of resignation, fate, and melancholy.
E se vocês não estivessem
To tour the city, trams are the ideal means to visit some of the most interesting spots of Lisbon's historical and architectural heritage. Seen as one of the most beautiful in European churches, the intricate geometric patterns on the walls and floors were made using a large quantity of gray, pink, and yellow marble. The church houses the tomb of Queen Maria I. Lisbon's iconic funiculars or lifts are listed as national monuments, which remained an essential part of the lives of locals and tourists. They are still the most convenient way to go up and down the city's hills. Time Out Market Lisbon is a food hall frequented by many locals and tourists. It was honored as one of the most visionary concepts in the European food service sector. The Municipal Square is a huge square in central Lisbon covered with Portugal's beautiful and distinctive paving. The main building at the square is the City Hall. Commemorations of the October 5, 1910 revolution are still held in the square. The Parque Eduardo VII was built at the end of the 19th century and was named after King Edward VII of the United Kingdom, who visited Portugal in 1902. From the top of its slope, the park offers lovely views of central Lisbon and the river Tagus. The Carlos Lopez Pavilion is named after the Portuguese athlete who won the country's first ever athletics gold at the 1984 Olympics. This pavilion has numerous lovely azulejos or coated tiles on its walls. This viewpoint has one of the best panoramic views of the São Jorge Castle and its walls and the city center. This view is even more magnificent from sunset to nighttime. The Dom Pedro IV Square, formerly known as Rocio, has been the heart of Lisbon for 6 centuries. Renovated from the rubble left by the 1755 earthquake, the square now has cosmopolitan Pombalan buildings around it, the statue of Dom Pedro IV, and 2 monumental fountains on each side of the column. The Rocio railway station was formerly known as Estação Central or Central Station. The neo-Manuelin facade dominates the northwest side of the square. The most prominent features of the building are the 2 intertwined horseshoe portals at the entrance. The monument to the restorers was erected in 1886 to remember the victory of the Portuguese Restoration War. The obelisk has 2 allegorical statues of independence and of victory. The Marquis of Pombal Square is located close to the Eduardo VII Park and is considered as the heart of modern Lisbon. The statue at the middle of the square represents the Marquess of Pombal, who was the governor of Lisbon in the 1700s. He is depicted standing next to a lion, a symbol of power and leadership. The lower part of the base is bounded by several allegorical sculptures, including the female figure symbolizing rebuilt Lisbon and the three sculptural groups showing the reforms carried out by the Marquess.